Hi guys, welcome back to Gay Watch, starring me, a little homosexual boy in the Hebrides of Scotland, fighting against the elements for survival. So yeah, I decided to move the tent in the end because when I originally arrived and saw the pitch, I kept on saying plot, but actually I think the correct term is pitch. There was stationary caravan on one side, and they had these two big sort of gas cylinders, and I was kind of not madly keen on being next to that. And then you had the tent on the other side, the other person's tent. Trixie and Ernie on the other side. So I then thought, right, okay, well, I'll kind of do it a bit closer to their tent to be away from the kind of caravan, and then I'll have room to sort of park the car on the other side. So yeah, I basically kind of thought about it a bit, and after the first couple of nights I realised that the father snores, and when I say he snores, I have never heard anything like it. I mean, I snore badly, but this is kind of like next level. Yeah, so everyone kind of is in bed by 9:30, and there is no outdoor lights. It's pitch dark. So the first night I was there, I thought, okay, well, this is kind of the etiquette. You've got to go to bed at this time and everyone's asleep, and you just got to kind of try and be quiet. Anyway, half an hour in bed, I suddenly hear this and I'm like, shit. It's like fucking earthquake. It's like the ground is shaking, the tent is shaking. So I was like, right, okay, that's gonna be tricky. The other thing is that it's essentially just like you're in the same tent as the other person, because it's you can hear everything. And I'm kind of living off beans and lentils and rice at the moment, and I'm sometimes I've got to let one rip, and I just want to do that in the most safe and secure and private way possible, blowing up this tent. And yeah, I couldn't do that next to them. So ultimately I thought, not only for their benefit but for my benefit, we need the car in the middle as a buffer. Also, the thing that I notice is that if you are single and you are on holiday alone, it makes people very uncomfortable, because if you're in a couple, then they're kind of like, oh, well, you're in a couple, you're probably doing a little bit of a Highland fling, you're it's all quite romantic. If you're a family, then it's kind of like, oh, well, you're doing it for the kids. It's all quite quaint. And then if you're on a lad's kind of whiskey distillery tour kind of piss up, then you're kind of doing that. But I'm not. And so every time I saw them, they'd give me this slight look of I can't say it, disdain and contentment. They just didn't quite know what to make of me. And in the entire time I've been here, they've said good morning once, and all of the rest of the time it's just been really, really awkward. And I get the vibe from them that they're very middle class, Middle England, Church of England, kind of very, very different background from what I've had. And I think I make them a little bit uncomfortable, which is fine, but I just thought, I don't really want to see that face every single day on this holiday. So I moved the tent, And you know what? I think it was the right thing to do, because this morning I got a little bit of a lay-in and I slept a bit better, and it just felt like I wasn't quite so much on their holiday. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. A few days have gone by now, and so a lot of stuff has happened. I have got sunburnt slightly. So not so much burst blood vessel, more like baked blood vessels. I think my skin at the moment hasn't, normally I wear makeup, and my skin hasn't seen the light of day for about the last 20 years. So I think it's like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? It just doesn't really know how to react to the natural air or light. So, yeah. But I'll keep you updated, because I'll fill you in. I had a little bit of a kind of like trek, a little bit of a hiking session, which was quite extreme. So I'll fill you in on that. Anyway, okay, stay tuned, and thanks for the support. Hi guys, so I just wanted to do a little insert at the end of this video of some footage that I took last night. I was out taking pictures of the sunset, and I got back quite, well, I say quite late, 9:30, as it was getting dark, and I hadn't eaten. So I had to just like throw loads of these fucking pouches of lentils and rice and stuff into this rice cooker, cook it really quickly, and then basically the only place to eat was either eat in the tent where it's totally silent and dark around you, or go into the building and like eat over a sink. And I did a little bit of filming. I love how like the building is painted in all these weird colours. Like the men's bathroom is like a blue colour, but it's like the colour of like blue tack. And the other bit is like this sort of peach colour. It's like they've obviously tried to like do really jolly, like low budget colours. So yeah, enjoy the little insert. It's fucking pitch dark.